Hello, and thank you for your attention and attending this presentation. Following is a briefing about my skills, personal interests, education, among other things, displaying why I should be your next fire marshal. This presentation is a bit of a tag along on the application I've submitted as well as my physical resume. Who am I, you might ask? I'm currently Deputy Fire Marshal 2, serving the community of King County, Washington. King County is a rather large county. It's the largest county in the state of Washington and in the top 10 in the nation, land-wise. Population-wise, we serve over 4 million people. I live in King County with my wife and 2 rescue dogs. We've been here for over 8 years. We own a home in this lovely area and could not be happier. I've been working within the fire service industry for over 22 years now, all the way from installation and testing, maintenance of fire alarm systems, and now and currently in the public sector since 2006. Furthermore, I enjoy spending time with my wife. She's the love of my life. Well, we couldn't be happier together. We have 2 rescue pups, as I mentioned. We are very active with them. We both enjoy running. I attend tons of musicals and plays in the area. And on a slight personal note as well, I enjoy collecting meteorites with fossils. Just the history of those elements and rocks and whatnot are just fascinating to me. And occasionally I do tumble rocks that I might collect. Not the meteorites, though. Sort of a personal mission statement that I've created for myself and try to live by. I'm a results-driven professional with a robust 22 plus years in the fire service industry. I consider myself a fire inspection and code compliance expert. I'm very well organized, very customer service oriented, and I'm very self-motivated as well. I don't need to be told too many times of what to do and how to do things. I'm very adaptable to situations. I have a way to organize myself in the best manner possible in new situations I'm given. I consider myself a quick learner. It doesn't take me too long to take in the information or learn a new program or software and whatnot. I just accept that I may not know something and dive right into learning it. I think strategically, and I can manage complex issues and difficult situations. I always try to stay calm, stay cool and collected, listen to the customer, take in what they're saying, be empathetic, but also just strive to push the agenda of the code or whatnot. And I try to work together with those people. And also, I'm highly dependable. I can multitask very well. I can work independently and well as collaboratively. So that's my personal mission statement. Next up is a briefing of my professional experience. Currently, as I stated, I work for King County. I'm their Deputy Fire Marshal beginning in April of 2023. Before that, I worked for 8 years with the Renton Regional Fire Authority, where I was, when I left, I was the lead Deputy Fire Marshal. I did fire investigations, annual fire inspections, any type of behind-the-scenes fire service activities and needs I did. I really loved it. It was a great community to work for, a great organization. And prior to that, when I was in Arizona, I was the fire inspector for all new construction for the city of Gilbert, Arizona. I started there in September 2006, and ended in January 2015 when the opportunity to move to Washington presented itself. Again, it was a wonderful organization, wonderful town, well, they called themselves a town, but they were really a city. It was over 90,000 people that lived there. And it was a growing city, and a lot of residential, a lot of commercial going on there too. I did not list all the couple of fire alarm stops that I made, but they are on paper in your packet there about me. Professional skills I'd like to share. I consider myself an expert at interpreting building and fire safety plans. I'm very skilled at deciphering construction documents. As we all know, those construction documents, they cut sheets, as you will, they can be very technical. You have to really dive in and review the material and apply it to the scene of a new construction building or product. I'm very organized. I'm very decisive. I don't take too long to get to the answer and respond to questions and whatnot by the customers and or my staff members and fellow workers. I believe I'm skilled at communication. I write well, I speak well, and I'm overall people person. I make friends fairly easily. I'm very approachable. I don't get nervous talking to strangers. I'm self-motivated, as stated before, a team player. I can work independently as well as on a team. I don't know which one I prefer more, but I do enjoy both. And I'm very hardworking. I haven't stopped working since I was in my early teens. In my first summer job, I've always had some type of employment, and I've always tried to make myself better. I'm very honest, and I'm very dependable as well. I don't miss work. I enjoy what I do, so I go to work and be ready to go each morning and whatnot. Okay, here's a bit of my education and certifications. Currently, I'm enrolled at the Waldorf University. It's a public university in Falls City, Iowa. I'm going for a Bachelor of Science in Fire Science with an emphasis on public relations. With this current pace, I should have this degree wrapped up early 2024, and I do intend to walk. I do intend to make the trip from Washington to walk and grab my diploma. Mom would be very proud if she was still here that I could do this. Next up, some certifications. I'm an IFSAC certified fire investigator. IFSAC stands for International Fire Service Accreditation Congress. Part of my duties in the Renton Fire Authority was doing fire investigations and doing it on a 24-hour basis periodically and being called out to determine origin and cause of a fire. My next certification is the Fire Plans Examiner certification through ICC, International Code Council. This demonstrates my abilities to understand and do plan review, which I'm doing currently on an as needed basis with King County. I really enjoy that. I enjoy looking at the plans first and then going out there and doing the inspections. Next up is the ICC Levels 1 and 2 Fire Inspector certs. Again, from International Code Council. When I first started with Gilbert, Arizona, I was tasked to become a level 1, and I did so within my first 6 months. And then later on, I became a level 2, all through self-study and self-education, push for knowledge and skills. And my other certification I wanted to list is my NICET, which is the International Institute for Certification in Engineering Technologies. I have a level 1 and 2 for fire alarm systems. When I got into doing fire alarm systems back in 2002, I wanted to get involved with the code and know what I was doing, and so I studied very hard to take these tests. I also have various other webinar certifications and documents and whatnot of attending classes and seminars, too numerous to list. And here's some photos of examples of how I do my testing or do my inspections. This one's looking at 2 PIV valves, ensuring that they are secured. They are monitored as well by the fire alarm, but they need to be locked in place too. These are outside on a building. We don't want people tampering with them. Just diving into the code books here, doing studies and making sure I'm familiar with whatever code is being asked of me or questions, topics. And then again, just doing a review of a stairway. So my interest slides. making the world a safer place through sound fire prevention, ensuring minimum fire code and building codes are met. Anytime I go to a job site, I have to. The code is a minimum, so at least if they want to go above the code, great. If not, the minimums must be met. And I pride myself in working with building owners, tenants, and the like to ensure they're operating their businesses in a safe and in as safe a manner as possible. If they're safe, they can go back to their kids and families. They can make their livelihood. The public can come in and out safely. And then I just constantly strive to learn more about the fire and life safety codes and measures, and just make myself a better fire marshal, fire deputy fire marshal, whatever my task might be. All of these interests ultimately leads up to hopefully no fires. So with that, I'm going to allow some time for questions. I really appreciate everyone tuning in and your time and effort to do this. This is again was an accompaniment to my packet of information I've already submitted, just in a different format. Okay, again, thank you for all your time and your attention to this. It really means a lot, and I do believe that I'm the best candidate for being your next fire marshal. Thank you.